Alright guys, we have a brand new challenge and event in Dokkan, Universe-Distorting, Justice and Order. And along with the brand new event, we have 2 missions. Not only do we need to clear this once for the support memory, but also for clearing this stage under special conditions A, we need to do this with 6 future saga category units. And the second one for using one of each super type unit. Not only will we be clearing the stage in this video, but we'll also be doing both missions as well. So you can let me know down in the comments how you found this brand new stage, how you found the missions. As always, we're hopping into this completely blind, so let's get into it. Now, I did notice the only item you could bring onto this event was the Xenos button, but it does say you cannot use this here. So I don't know if you just can't use any items in general, but for some reason that was eligible to bring. Or if we just specifically can't use the item on this phase that we're doing now. So I guess we'll find out. I brought it just because, as I said, it was the only item you could bring, and if we could just randomly click Xeno's button, because the description does say Xeno will appear, I just kind of want to see what that does. I just kind of want to see what happens. So if we actually get to use the item, then I'll definitely use it later on. I don't care about no item runs. I just want to see what the button does. It's like the typical movies where, like, don't push the button. Don't push the button. You know, it's a big red button in a glass cabinet thing. Instead, this is Xeno's button, so I want to be pushing it. I can't lie to you. That first phase was very easy. Like, very, very easy. But I can only assume the further we go into this, the more difficult it gets, the stronger the Infinite Zamasu probably becomes. That is probably the stab in the dark I'm going to take, and probably the most likely outcome. We are running the Carnival LR Rose and Zamasu Super Bosses 220 lead for our future saga team. A team full of Roses, Zamasus, and Fusion Zamasus. He literally just one-shot you. I feel like this is just luring me in. This is like, hey, this is fairly easy to do, and then bang! I'm just gonna absolutely rocketed with a ridiculous amount of damage. I just feel like it's coming. I really do feel like it's coming. I'm only getting you 7 orbs. Even with the orb change, and I got a bit unlucky there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of skeptical about bringing Fizz Rose here, but I had no one else to bring. You know, if I had the Strength Blue Boys, I could have made the team a whole lot easier with the brand new units and the new Easy A's and Super Easy A's, but I don't. So this was kind of the best thing I could do, and unless they're gonna drop more Easy A's, which I don't know if they will do, you know. I don't know how good of a future saga team I can really make, but I said we're kind of flying through right now, but I do just feel like the game is just luring me in to a false sense of security. You know, it's like that bit from Family Guy with, I don't even remember who it was. It's like one of the celebrity characters, and he's just like, ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. And then they like trap him in a box. I feel like that's what's happening to me right now. But instead of trapping me into a box, I'm just going to get hit with like a ridiculous amount of damage on a super attack. I'm a little bit nervous. Like, Fizz Rose really does make me feel uneasy, but I didn't know who else to bring. Like, I would have loved to have brought Super Easy A Fizz VB, but I don't really have a team where I could fit a full Future Saga category team together. Well, that essentially bring in kind of like a doo-doo unit. Like, unfortunately, Future Gohan doesn't really do it too much anymore. Sword of Hope Trunks doesn't really do it too much anymore. So this was kind of my only option. I mean, right now I said we're being super attacked. What is there to expect? I mean, it is Carnival LR Rose. 35 damage. Okay, cool. Oh, it's an AoE. Oh. Oh, okay. I don't know how to feel about that. I do not know how to feel about that. I mean, at least it's not like a standard AoE, which is like a basic attack. At least it's just on super. One more. Oh, why can't you do one more? So, I mean, that's good. The only thing is, we're going to need the super attacks to be coming out later in the rotation. If that's anything to go by, and again, not knowing the numbers, we want the super attack to come as late as possible in a rotation. That way, everyone's super attack. They've got any extra attack and defense they get from attacking, any SA effect bonuses, things like that. Now, I think there's 5 phases altogether. What a blackened soul. How are we supposed to fight against him now? Is this where Zeno's button come in? Supreme Kai, tell me. Do you think the Zeno of this timeline is this is fully where you use the button, isn't it? The Grand Zeno, I'm certain he is. No one can defeat him. It's impossible. Oh, really? You don't say. What's your plan? What's your plan, Kakarot? Now, we'll just have to see if this thing will work in this universe. So I'm guessing this is where we click the button. Smash glass in case of emergency and bring out Zeno. Let's see what happens. Did he just get a bar or a meter? I'm not overly sure. This is probably going to buff Infinite as a master as well. Yeah, that's really annoying. I'm not overly sure what the button did. I'll be real. I just saw that little... It looked like a bar popped up under the health bar. And then nothing... Oh, we're doing no damage. I'm really confused. Can I use it again? I can use it again. A mysterious button given by Zeno. Apparently pressing it can summon Zeno. Can only be used in a certain event once the conditions are met. What are the conditions though? I don't know what they are. I don't know if I've just used that at the completely wrong time then. Oh, why do I feel like that one attack in slot 1 is going to be the super attack? Actually, there's only one action that has that downward red arrow. Is that where the super attack's coming from? Yeah, we're doing no damage. So did I use the Zeno's button too early? Were we supposed to do some things first and then use it? I've kind of just buffed him for no reason with the domain now, haven't I? I'll be real, guys. I'm a bit concerned because I don't know what to expect. I didn't even read the stage info. I just hopped in and just saw that I could bring the Zeno's button and was like, oh, I'm bringing it. I don't know how Fizz-Ray's is going to be. I don't know how he's going to be. Okay. Okay. Okay, cool. Slight problem though. I'm still doing no damage, so I don't really know I don't know what's going on here. I don't know what to do. How do we do damage to him? Because I've already used the item. I've already used the button, so... Not the button! Not the Zeno button! Can we maybe do damage next turn since we survived here and used the button? Do I need to use the item again? Like, what's the game plan here, Dokkan? You know, I just watched like a 60 mil attack stat do nothing, which is insane, by the way. Because it says when conditions are met. Are the conditions us getting here, or do we have to do something else? Annoyingly, Fizz Rose is actually popping off right now. He doesn't actually do this that often. Too bad it doesn't matter. Oh. Oh. Oh, did we win?
Ew, what's this? It's all messed up. Did you do this? He's very nasty.
Since when does Zamasu eat? I just, you know, this big, just in Dokkan terms, domain. Eek. Are we done? Is that all you have to do? Is just get here and use the button and survive? Use the button, the Zeno button, and then you win. All right, guys, I'll be real. We're talking a lot. Oh yeah, we're done. Oh. Oh, that's quite easy then. Okay, we're going again. Here's my one of each type with super units. That really wasn't that difficult, but I don't know if that was just... I don't know, because of the team we were using or something. I'm really just not sure. So, I mean, I'm not pulling any punches here. I've just bought some of the best units in the whole game, which is just primarily the 10th anniversary units. And hopefully we should be okay. I mean, we've got, what, 5 phases to stack, and then we just use the button and then hopefully survive, I guess, in the beginning. Or at the end, sorry. So, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Can I get you 24 key here? No. Sorry, Jeets. They're going to have to go to the Goku. I want to get him the 24, even though we might not actually make it that far. considering how weak these early phases are. I mean, even as a precaution, you know, we've got the SSJ4 Gogeta fusion. We can switch that Vegeta into Goku and have him with dodge and guard. And we can even switch Tech Goku into Jeets. See, we've got Beast there. I kind of want Beast to stay. I'll be really real. So I'm actually going to let him stay on the rotation with the SSJ4s and rotate the friend Goku off, just because that way we have his active skill just in case we really need to use it. And he's only just appeared. But actually, Beast popping up in slot 7 is actually really good. Considering we one-turned both the first and second phase, it means we've got him as late as possible. Still with his entrance buff and then also with his active skill. So that's actually worked out really nicely for us. But judging by the first run, all we have to do is make it to the end, pop the button, survive the rotation, which, I mean, even Fizz Rose with a domain up, like, the infant Zamasu was buffed by his domain. Even with that, we still took double digits. So I'm kind of expecting everyone here to also take double digits. Because that's the only thing. The button, I think, guarantees you the win. Like, I don't think if you don't use the item in that last phase where, like, the little cutscene plays, I guess, if you want to call it that. I think if that, you know, if you don't use it there, I think you just keep going and going until you use the item. If I had to take a guess, like, that's the only thing that really makes sense to me. I mean, we've got Vegito and Gogeta active skills that we don't actually need to use. They're like, they're not important here. I mean, I'd still pop a Vegito active skill, just so we're beefed up with counters. So I'm pretty sure, as I said, going by the first run, as soon as you use the item, I think you're good. I think you win. I think that is the win button. Literally. I'm going to start stacking some defense with Goku just to be safe. Yeah, just to be on the safe side, because I'm not overly sure. I said I'm just going by what happened on the first run, so just to be safe. Just to be on the safe side. It's always always better to be safe than sorry. At the same time, I don't think we need to stack defense. Like I said, it just seems you use Zeno's button and you win.
Click the button.
Not the button, not Zeno's button. Eat me. Pooh. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's no attempt cap. There's no attempt limit on this, so we can do this as many times as we please. So if we die, we'll just hop back in and then just try again. You know, it's not like it's difficult to get to the final phase. So we're being supered. Dodge from you. Cool. Dodge from you. Great. I don't even know if that was going to do any damage to those two either, but they dodged it, and that's all I wanted. That's all you can ask for. In your dodge or die units, you must believe. You must have faith. Right. Every single attack is in that middle bit. There's actually kind of just no point me using any of the active skills just yet. I do want to get past this bit a bit quicker. That way we can have, as I said, the entrance animation up on Beast along with using his active skill. But, you know, unlike the other team, we don't really have a unit pulling out a 30-40 million attack stat just because they can. Maybe that's where the event gets difficult, is the fact that if you take too long, Zamasu's going to do more damage. Actually, I should probably click on his thing and check. That might be the case. It might be one of those enemies, the more you attack them, the more they buff. But then they would have the attack and defense signs being buffed every time we hit them, and they're just not. So I don't understand what I'm missing. I really don't. Because this is a challenge event, and it's not seeming that challenging, I'll be real. But I don't want to eat my words, so Dokkan, I didn't say anything. I said it doesn't appear to be. I mean, we're being super attacked again. He's pulled out some dodge. Okay. Jeets just took 202k. I mean, you know, he's not the best defensively pre-super, but Okay, we're starting to see some damage. I'm actually going to take a look just because we've already done a run. I'm actually going to take a look on the wiki, on the info page, just to see what this is doing. So the first phase, 200k normal, 600k on a super attack, 50% attack raise. The second phase, 250 on a normal, 50% attack raise, 750 on a super. Phase 3 is the exact same. And then phase 4, 300k on a normal, 900k on a super. Oh, damn. Infinite Zamasu's last phase has 1.4 billion HP. That's a little bit crazy. Okay, well, I'm a little bit concerned of what these guys are actually going to take. So, do you know what I'm actually going to do? No, because that feels like a waste. I'm actually concerned because that done a bit of damage. There's nothing in the description about him getting stronger and stronger and stronger, so I don't know. The only thing is, I'm very tempted to use the active skills just to make sure we survive. But like, I kind of feel like that's just a waste, but I'm going to do it regardless. So there's a super attack in the middle. So what I'll do is I'll pop you in slot 1. You can build some defense. And then what I'll do is... Do I even need to use the active? I feel like super attacking with them will just be enough. Do you know what? I'm going to use... No. I'm going to use it. Just because it's there, I'm just going to use it. I'm not going to use the Gogeta one, though. I'm going to hold on to that. That really just didn't do that much. Okay, that's fine. See, since I decided so late that I was going to use the active skill on Vegito, I could have actually just left the friend Vegeta as Goku and let him stack attack. But the final phase has 1.4 billion HP. Has 300k on normals, 900k super. Again, 50% attack raise on that super. They all reduce a certain amount of damage below 0, which that final phase, you're doing nothing. 600% attack with each turn pass, starting from the second turn, up to 3,000%. That means his super attacks are one-shotting like everyone in the game. So this is why the game basically wants you to bring Zeno's button. It's because of how much damage he's going to do. Literally, with each turn passed, you're getting he's getting 600% extra attack. Up to 3,000. So after what? 5 turns? Infinite Zamasu is doing big damage. Like, that is pretty much the game over. That is, as soon as he super attacks you after that amount of time, even maybe earlier, it's game over, it's done. And then damage reduction rate raised for 1 turn from the character's entry. Also, I see. The first phase you have, or sorry, the first turn you have on this phase, where it plays that little cutscene, his damage reduction rate is raised, along with reducing damage below a certain point to 0. So essentially, you can't do no damage to him. Then after that, you can do normal damage to him. The only thing is, he has 1.4 billion HP, and he's getting 600% extra attack after the second turn. Up to 3,000, which is only 5 turns, by the way. I see. So a lot of people are going to hop into this and try and do this without using the button. I mean, that might be kind of fun, but 600% extra attack after turn 2, 5 turns running is a bit dangerous. It's kind of scary, I'm not going to lie. I mean, do you know what? I'm going to use the button here. No wonder you only get a limited amount. I'm personally going to use the button. The button! Not the Zeno button. Yeah, I'm going to use the button. The reason why I'm going to use the button is because I'm mainly here to beat it for the first time. But then also, I'm here just trying to get my dubs. I'm trying to secure the W's in the bag and walk away with my stones by beating the missions. That is mainly what I'm here for. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. However, hopping back into this, trying to beat him with an extra 3,000% extra attack and 1.4 billion HP, where we can't do damage on his first appearance on the last phase, might be something I hop on and do. Although we're actually doing damage now. Hold on. The first run we did with the Future Saga units, we didn't actually do any damage. We were using units like in LR Rose pulled out what, 60, 70 mil, and he didn't do any damage. Is it because he's an extreme type unit? Is it because he's a Rose or Zamasu? Am I missing something? Because I also used the Xenos button there as well, and no one did any damage even on crits. So that could only mean one thing, but it doesn't say anything here about extreme type units or Zamasu. Maybe it potentially says it in the stage info, but all of them weren't. Okay, Gohan's not doing damage now. I'm really confused as to why both SSJ4s did damage. Beast didn't after a full rotation of his active skill, and then not a single unit from the Future Saga run done any damage. And again, that was within LR Rose with a domain buff doing 60, 70 mil. So I'm really confused. Either way, we've beaten the stage and we've cleared all missions, which was the main point of the video. So job done, W's secured, support memory and our 10 stones. Let me know your thoughts of this stage down in the comments. I think it's a really interesting one. And also let me know if you've hopped in without using the Xenos button and did this properly. Well, I say properly, but without using the item. You know, you're dealing with 1.4 million HP, or sorry, 1.4 billion HP, and then that 600% attack build up each turn after turn 2. Let me know how you found that. Let me know how difficult that is. All I know is Infinite Zamasu is doing a ton of damage, and by forcing those restrictions on yourself, kind of like burst mode, Kid Buu all those months ago where you put all the difficult conditions on, that becomes easily the hardest event in the whole game. So let me know if any of you have beaten it by doing it that way and how you found it and how difficult it was. Your boy wants to know. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care, have a great day, and post.